Welcome everybody to another Create video. And today we're starting off in our new and revamped mineshaft because I want to do some upgrades around here. Mainly getting the ability to just place down our little drill over here and have the items automatically export and actually being sorted into these chests. Yes, so I'm kind of in the process of figuring out how I'm going to do that. I'm going to probably have to make a lot of logistics behind these walls. And I intend on storing pretty much all the stones and all the irons and all those things over here. So there's a lot to do today. But to help me with this task, and I actually should have made this sooner, I'm actually going to grab this portable drill, which works kind of like the jetpack, which you can just give it water and I think it needs specifically coal. We got a lot of coal. And it's actually going to help us dig and not break our pickaxe, which we kind of need to get mending. I got this villager. I gave it mending, but it's super expensive. So maybe I'll get another one. So let's actually see how good this is. And we can actually make this drill better, because it can actually be upgraded to mine a 3x3 area. The only issue with that is that we need a book, an enchanting book, which is called digging, and the villager did reroll that. I thought about it, but then I thought, well, I kind of need mending more because my pickaxe is a little bit more versatile and used in other places. So yeah, I kind of need to get that digging book as well. Okay, you know what? I actually decided to go and grab myself a villager, and I actually got two. I got one with efficiency 5 at 34, so it's pretty good. But I got the digging one, and it didn't actually take that long. So I just got myself some emeralds. I just need a book, and then we're gonna enchant our drill to make it a 3x3. But yeah, this is a big change. Look at that. It's so much easier for us. Oh, I digged, then I digged, then I digged, then I think I have this all ready to go. Now basically I'm gonna have this item vault as a sort of a buffer, so all of the items can be, well, put into here if something goes wrong. I do also have like this brass tunnel, which is actually separating andesite and tuff into this section, and then at the end here we have a chute to avoid any items that don't fit into there. There might be a little bit of an issue where the hoppers are not fast enough, because I do have hoppers in here, as you can see, and the hoppers are meant to put the items into the chests so that I actually don't see anything from behind. Now that can be a little bit of an issue because a hopper is a very slow speed and it has only 5 stacks. So after 5 stacks of items in here, all the other items, it will most likely keep going forward, which is bad because it means that they will just go around, not go anywhere. Well, actually they can fit into some chests that I do not have anything sorted at the moment. Like for example, these chests, they don't have any filters on, so they will take anything that I haven't filtered. But then at the end they have lava. So I guess I do have like what, six areas. So that's a lot of chests where overflow can go, and then I can sort it by myself. Now to fully test this out, I believe everything should work. I only need to power that thing. Did I not put the lever here? Oh, there it is. And this becomes a contraption, which doesn't actually do anything because I believe I have not yet glued that guy onto the contraption. There we go. And now it should connect. Yes, the items are flowing in. And yeah, there we go. And now we should see what I was mentioning. Yeah, you can see this is gonna fill up. And then the deep slate is just gonna keep going through. Or we can also just ignore it and use it as is. As you can see, we're getting in all the items, and then as we said, we should be getting, yeah, random items being sent into here, and random items being sent into here. Now, I do probably want to have a filter so it doesn't actually pull out the rails, because I don't want it to pull out the rails. So we might need to take a look at that. We'll see. I need tons and tons of iron. I got a little bit of iron from just going into the mountains and mining. But probably gonna need more because I need a ton of item vaults. it is now done and upgraded. Now, basically, I actually got my cardboard armor here because it's gonna help me squeezing through the belts. And yes, I had to do this. I put an item vault, which is actually going to be the one that taking the items out of the belts, of the main belt. We do also have the same thing going on here, and then we can actually put these logs back over here because now they are needed. And basically, from out of the item vaults, I'm just using a single funnel because that's really all that needs to come out of there. And basically, we also have these ones being brass because they're sharing the same belt. So we don't have an issue there because it's only coming out one item at a time, so it should be fine. And over here, all of them are actually using the same thing, which is, well, just the single vault with belt andesite funnels here into the hoppers. And that should be all. Now I only need to pick up my item card and get some rails. I think I need some more rails. I don't know what happened to the rails. I have to search here on the chests probably. There's probably more, yeah, it's like stuff like here in the bottom. So yeah, kinda need to not figure out, but just sort these ones back over. Actually, you know what I can do? I can just place the cart down again, go over here, and toss all of these into them. Why are you not connecting? Oh, okay, so that one has a little bit of an issue. I need to probably figure out how to fix that, because I had to replace this one for it to work. But now, yes, exactly. This is what should happen. All the items are going to the vault. They sit in there while they are then, well, put into the hoppers. The hoppers should actually handle it fine. Yeah, which is amazing. So it should all be going to the bottom hopper. So it's perfect, I think, until I figure out the reason why it's broken. And so it's time to let this guy do its thing and get some more resources. And for the final tests, we can do this. We can toss all of these things that we picked up from the side of the mine. And of course, it doesn't link there, but I found out that if we do this and this, it connects and it works. So that's perfect. Just now need to make sure that all works as intended. So yeah, having this over here is definitely helping out, sorting out a ton of items, and I'm actually finishing up putting some more details around because I'm actually sorting out now lapis and diamonds and redstone because I wasn't, and I thought, well, I actually should, to be fair. I actually should sort these out, and the others are just gonna go wherever they land, but I'm actually gonna do a final separation on this one. This one is currently the last one, but I'm just gonna leave this one for the last stuff. And I want to do this one with a little bit of a filter for the other ores, lead, nickel, and lithium, though I do not have any lithium yet. So I kinda need to get another piece of lithium to just finish this off. Because basically we're gonna do that and we're gonna put it over here. And boom. Now it works. Like for example, if we just toss nickel. Yep. There it goes. Perfect. Oh yeah, I literally just remembered I can grab stuff from the MEI and just put it over here. So problem solved. But now I kind of need to get my hands on some other stuff. Okay, this is crazy. I'm in the fortress right now, but this fortress leads directly into a trial chamber. Oh, that's cool. Now I do not want to do this right now, but that's cool. And so it's time for us to go and deal with the Ender Dragon. It should be really easy because we have a jetpack, we have some arrows, we have blocks to build, stuff to break the thingies. You know, it's not really an hard fight. So yeah, I think I'll just handle this guy. Shouldn't take that long. And like for example, the jetpack doesn't go all the way up. Do this and Now it goes all the way up. And we stand back and shoot. So it's not really gonna be a hard fight. And oh, well, oh, okay. Now it's time to find an elytra, but we nearly have one there. But no. Now need to go and find an elytra while gathering some of these chorus plants. Oh wow, I just found like the perfect helmet pairing. Protection for Aqua Affinity and Breaking, Mending, and Aqua Affinity. Like, I can just put the Mending from this one and this one, and that's a perfect helmet. That's crazy good. Crazy good. But besides that, still no ship. Finally, we find ourselves a boat. It only took like 20 minutes. Now, we only need to deal with this dude. Can you TP away, please? Maybe. Okay, that works. And we got ourselves an elytra, more diamonds. The hell is these leggings? Like now, look at this combo. Now we can just use the elytra, which is great. And then whenever we want to get some airtime, we can just swap to our jetpack. And then use the elytra some more. But this is what was missing. We can now put the elytra on our back. And we also have the jetpack. Which means we can fly with both. Which is amazing. It really helps in world travel. Especially because we have, well, a house here. And a little bit of a factory all the way over here. So it's really gonna help go between one place to another. Now, it's mostly just meant for travel. Isn't that great combo while building, because you kind of glide and it's not great. So for that, there's another jetpack. This one, the builder's jetpack, but this one is a lot more expensive. We do need another elytra, but with this one, the next one should be easy to get. But this one is much better help to build stuff. And this building is gonna get a revamp soon. Yeah, but you know, we also should start thinking about upgrading our little house. Because it's functional, but this is our power. And it cannot have any more machines because it's already overstressed. Plus, our storage situation is getting a little bit out of hand. You see, this guy can only hold a certain amount of items because single items occupy a lot of space in the vaults. So we kind of need to have a bigger storage as well. And over here on this side, we're also using pretty much all of our stress. We can give it a little bit of an upgrade, but we're pretty much using it all. There we go, we have one SU remaining. And I also made myself a little bit of a chunk loader, you know, because since we're not here by a long time, I wanted the lava to keep pouring down. So we'd have lava on all of these guys back here. So if you turn on the chunk borders, you can see we have this guy loading in this chunk, which loads the lava area. And some of the machines, not all of them, but some of them, it unfortunately does not load the drills over here. But I think that's actually alright, because these guys are completely filled up. So I think it's just a matter of the process being slow and all. But there's something else I want to add over here. I want to actually use this excess of iron nuggets into making some train tracks. You see, we're going to be needing these, and we can use them with iron nuggets and a little bit of a press down on, well, any slab, to be real. So we're going to be making a small, like, area over here. We're just going to be making a little bit of a cobblestone, and then just going to push down and press down and make some train tracks. So while we're building and decorating stuff, this will make our train tracks for now. But yeah, and I made a little bit of a sorting system for myself, you know, having these guys hold my items, which is actually pretty good, because we can have a lot more than just in our inventory sitting, for example. I can just put our vaults here, and then we have the casings. Why is that casing there? I don't know. And then we have our water wheels. Like, for example, I'm going to be using like 4 water wheels right now. We're going to need a single, probably a single drill is enough. And we're going to be needing a press. We can just craft it, which we don't have things to craft a press here. We don't have iron. Oh boy. Hey, there we go, a little corner making train tracks. It's simple, kind of compact, and luckily for me, the new and improved version of this doesn't actually break cobble. It just puts cobble, if it can, down below. So whenever the belt is actually full, it's actually not sending cobblestone like to the floor or anything. So it's perfect. Then it gets cooked. I have a tunnel here, which has a stone there. So until it cooks, it doesn't actually move forward. Then we have a saw, which is selected to do a slab. And then, of course, we have the iron nuggets over here. And they get pressed down, pushed, and boom, train tracks. And so I've now revamped this area, and as you guys can see, I did, well, quite a lot of work around here. But I really think it looks good, you know? I think it looks decent. There's a couple areas that I could improve, but I think it looks nice, you know? And I don't really want to use more resources here, because it already took a lot of it. Now, the inside is, well, pretty bare bones, to be honest. This is all the same. This is all still working perfectly fine, and is of course we're missing the iron nuggets, but it's fine. It's fine. We already have 300 of train tracks, and I did put a little bit of a ladder here, just so I can have a secret entrance to, well, nothing basically. And I really like my chimneys. You know, I really like them. So now it's actually time for me to actually think about storage, and storage also means I want to make myself a big base, but we need a lot of space. I think this will do. And I had the genius idea of making this as my base design. What do you guys think? Isn't it beauty? Well, it's not the actual base, it's just the shape. I'm gonna copy the shape, you know. I'm not, yeah. Maybe I can make it spin, you know. That would be really cool if I can make like an outer ring that could spin. Oh, I'm getting some ideas, but of course, this is a very small thing, you know. I need to make this very, very large, but it's actually, oh, actually, take a look at this. It's actually perfect. It is divided into 3 areas already. So I guess I can actually use this to show you what I'm thinking about. Now, the first floor of the base will be a storage area where I have a bunch of storage, a bunch of storage, and where I have some logistics, like things going out, things going in, because this will be connected to multiple buildings around it. It will be fun if I actually copied other Create items to make the houses and whatnot, but I have to see if I can find some that look cool and interesting to actually make out of shape. This one looks amazing. The bottom will be storage. The middle one could be like a workshop or something like that. I'll still need to figure it out a little bit more, because I was kind of hoping that the top floor would be the workshop, which means the middle one would be processing, like some sort of processing. Oh, but the power as well, I kind of want to make it underneath it. Like have a, what you call a basement? A pretty massive basement at that, because it will have to be like the size of this thing. That will handle the power, like with a bunch of boilers and all those things. But yeah, I think this will look pretty cool. First step, cleaning everything up with the, well, that. That's completely done. Well, I'm not even sure I'm going to use all this space for the base. I might just take these back, you know. I'm probably going to need a bunch of these, so I need iron. So I cannot waste anything. So we at least now have a floor, but that's still nowhere close to a base. And also, I don't think I'm gonna end with this, because I do need like a road at the sides. I believe this is actually going to be the full size of the main building base. Of course, it's going to go up and it's going to go down, but for the size itself, I think this works. Oh, and I also have this massive ravine over here that actually has a mine shaft right at the bottom. Boy, oh boy, I've been grinding. Yes, I've been getting tons and tons of items so we can actually start doing something on the other side. And I do love passing by my factory. So, first things first, we don't really have power over here. I do have a vault. Yes, I already started placing this vault, and as you can see, I also laid down some tracks because I think I want to have trains going by, like through the middle. One depositing and the other taking things away, or both of them taking items. You know, it depends on what I want to do with this. But the general idea will be that I have a platform that goes above and then makes me able to cross from one side to the other without having to go to the middle of the rails. And then I have like a bunch of stuff there and a bunch of stuff there, because I do need a lot of storage. And is that a music? Wait. Oh my, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a a skeleton with a backpack, and I mean, is this what happens when someone turns the GBL up to the maximum? I guess that's it. Well, I guess we'll just have to deal with it. But like I said, we have no power, so I kind of came up with a temporary solution. So I actually saw this on the Just Create SMP, and I thought, well, that looks insane and very, very powerful. Well, that's not it. Ah, there we go. Basically, you can put a windmill here, and it will automatically power this chain conveyor belt and take all its power, well, to another chain conveyor, and another chain conveyor, another chain conveyor, and eventually, it'll put all your stress units in a single chain. And that's really, really cool. So now I'm gonna try and build something pretty. Which, well, I took some ideas, but it's gonna be hard for me to make something pretty. So I believe they had something like this, and that looks nice, and it's a little bit glitched. Is it okay, yeah, it is because of the shaders. It's fine. I only care about the power, and it's making 5,000. It's okay. We can now just make a blueprint out of this, and then, well, have a little bit more of them, and maybe we can put it on the mountains and stuff like that. But for now, this will help. There we go, I saved it as a blueprint, and then I connect it over here. Now basically you have another chain conveyor that's just sitting here, taking in the power. Then we have an chain drive flipping into a cogwheel, and then the cogwheel is turned this into the maximum. Then into another chain drive, which is basically just powering this on and again, and well, sending everything through. Now, I have a question you guys might be able to answer. This says it's currently consuming 256. Does this take 256 per conveyor? Like per block of these? Like each block of this? I gotta test that out. Yes, it appears to be so. So the much more wheels of those that we have set up, the more power we're gonna be needing to keep them up. For example, we're already using 25%. That being said, we only have a single one of these windmills, and I guess we can put like a couple of them here. Yeah, we can put a few of them here. I mean, I'm just lacking on the wall side. It took me a while to get all of that. So at this point, I'm trying to get all this mess out of inventory to actually do something over here. Basically, I want this guy to be the controller of my main storage, and I think I have him correctly hooked up all the way over there. But I have this guy over here, which is actually meant to send items into the storage. Now, I want to test this out. If I do this, okay, you send it, and oh my god, he picked it up. Oh my god, this is actually working. And what happens if I request it? There's... oh, wait, you picked it up. No, you only send. Oh, okay, so he only sends items. Then he sends them back. Now I need someone that would pick it up the things after. So for example, you. And Does that work now? Please tell me you do. Here it comes. Oh, that's great. You picked it up. And we got our sticks. And that's great. Now, I think I can actually make a lot of these vaults here down below. But what would happen if I have another frog that has no name? Right? Like, what would happen then? I guess I can actually put another sign here. It says... What? What does it say? I don't know. How am I gonna link this guy only to this system? Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Oh my god, I'm so confused right now. Yeah, this is my fear. Like, if I have a dude randomly in the world, like, he will pick it up. He will pick up the package, and it's not actually gonna come out here. Like, if I just do this, I send. That guy picked it up. I just realized I'm derping because I actually have to do it here. Yes, receiver. Exactly. So anytime I ask something, it will go into the receiver. I actually need to rename this the receiver. So now, even if I have another one here that just does stuff, and I don't really use it for anything, I can send this on back. It will go. Now, if I ask it back again, it will go to the receiver. So this guy should not pick it up. Okay, I'm learning, or I guess relearning. I knew this once upon a time. Now, that being said, I kind of want to realize some things around here. Now, first things first, I have this thing, which is going to be a very, very handy thing to come, because it can hold a lot of items. But I want to have more, and I also, I would love to have them like item sorted or category sorted. So I think that's something we do in the stock ticker, right? The new category, and then place the list and attribute. Like, can we place this? No. Place a list or attribute filter of specified items included. Okay, so you mean like the clipboard? Like, or an attribute filter. Okay, oh, hold on. So I have this where I put the group building blocks on it, and I want to see if this works. And I put this in here. New category. I call it building blocks. Oh, it has. What does that do though? Does that do anything? Can I send this in there to see something? Oh, okay. So it actually shows as a building block. Now, for example, if I'd send in, what is not a building block? Oh, oh. Okay, this is technically not a building block. So you go there. Ah, then it just shows as unsorted, huh? Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's all right. So we can have like building blocks separated, and then we can have stuff like redstone, possibly. Actually, I want to test things out now. Hey, would you look at that? Now we have create and building blocks. And why is this one not considered create? And this one? What's the difference here? Why are they different than the other items? They're not. Let's see. So basically, oh, I guess I should select this one instead. Was added by create. Yeah, I think this one would sort it out. We'll put it back over there. Create. We'll put create on top, and we're gonna send this one back. And it should. Yes, now it is part of the create pack. So all of this, I'm just gonna send in there. And hopefully, actually we're gonna put all of this in the bag. Yes! Wait, why does it say unsorted now? Okay, now it's fixed again. For some reason the filter cleared. We still have some unsorted, which I guess I can try and figure out. Like, I want to put like wood stuff into one barrel. I guess we could put them into one different barrel, but I guess just having them sorted like this, it's gonna be handy, right? I ask for the barrels, see what they're all about. And yeah, we're just gonna need more and more filters, to be fair. Like, because we only have these two at the moment. Okay, and then actually, like, a barrel apparently counts as a redstone block and a functional block. And it does not show twice, but it shows on the redstone, because the redstone is a category that's on all the way on the top. So basically, if I go to the stock ticker and I put the functional blocks first, it then shows it as a functional block. That's so cool. So now I may be ready to bring a lot of stuff over here. But honestly, that's gonna have to wait because I'm all out of iron. Yeah, that's all the building and all the things, and that vault over there took all my iron. Which means it's all the time we're gonna have for today, and it was a heck of a day. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next one. Bye!